Welcome to Signs and Sighs. Come listen and laugh with us on this adventure. We decided to make this podcast because strangers continually laugh at us no matter what we're doing. We don't really know why. For example, this all started because I said, I don't know what I want to do with my life
in the middle of a Ballers game.
And the lady next to us, who we decided she's our friend, but we don't know her name and she doesn't even know who we are, laughed at us because obviously that is a deep discussion for a baseball game.
Really, though, I don't agree that it's a deep discussion for a baseball game because don't we all wonder what we're going to do with our life?
Also, it was the beginning of summer break, and as an educator, you wonder and make a lot of life questionable choices.
I don't know about that. You're not supposed to let them know that, Alexis.
Why?
Because they think we're perfect.
No, this is an honest and truthful podcast where you listen to it and be part of our conversation. We are the background noise that you have been looking for.
We are the background noise that you've been looking for. And people actually also ask us for advice randomly, and there's really no good reason for that.
No, because while we agree on a lot of things, we also disagree on everything at the same time.
That is true. And like porta potties, for example.
Oh, I will not.
I can make Alexis make faces. Maybe we should have a segment.
But we also decided, because it's called Signs and Sighs, we were known as the Sign Girls for the Oakland A's. And now we are Oakland Ballers fans. Go Bees.
Go Bees.
But then our friend, Norman Lau, came up with a good idea, shout out Lau, that he thought it was signs talking about astrological or life signs. So now we've expanded on Signs and Sighs.
You probably don't know what the size means because I don't even still really understand it, even though it's half my podcast. Did you see that?
It's everyday things that bother you. For example, today we're trying to drive like normal people, and even yesterday they are just crazy birds, and we don't know if it's due to the moon, a sign, or just because everyone's really annoying right now. Or it was really cloudy yesterday, so that
it was cloudy. The weather has been a little weird.
So yeah. We don't know how to pause.
The long thing. That's the long thing.
If you don't know who we are, I'm Alexis.
And I'm Molly.
We are like Only Murders, but better because I'm a millennial.
And I am Generation Jones.
What's a Generation Jones? Time for our fun fact of the week.
Well, Generation Jones is sometimes referred to as a young boomer. So technically, I am a boomer, or as we said when I was growing up, we were baby boomers. That's what they called us, and that's what we called ourselves. There's more than one fun fact in this rant. So if you don't know because you're young, the generations didn't have names before the boomers came along. This whole silent generation, no, we never said that. And the other one, whatever it is, what my dad was. But we were baby boomers, and that was a big thing. And it was supposed to end in 1960, which is when I was born. But no, now they've changed it to 1964. Anyway. Generation Jones are the part of the boomers that came along that couldn't be in the Vietnam War. We were the ones that remember the Vietnam War being on the nightly news, and we didn't really understand it. For example, I was a little kid, 6, 7 years old. So I didn't really understand.
Sorry, I had to.
So I didn't really understand it. Unlike my sister, who was in high school, and she had friends that were getting drafted into the Vietnam War. So is this getting too long and boring?
No, I like fun facts.
Okay.
But that's me.
So I'm not a person that memorizes years of things, so I can't tell you the years of Generation Jones. You could Google it, though, and it will tell you, but that's what I am. So in some ways, I'm more like, because I'm a very immature person, in some ways, I'm more like the Gen X people. Like when they talk about their TV shows and things, I relate very much to that. But in some ways, I'm more like the boomer people in that, my phone was attached to the wall and had a dial. If you probably don't know what any of that means, but that's what I had.
Oh, I know how to use that. And you start with 0?
You start with the number that you're using.
Oh, you don't have to do like 0 first, like when you call from a school line, it's 8 and then the number?
Oh, well, maybe if you were at work, sometimes there was some number you had to call first. But otherwise, you just stuck your finger in 5 and then you waited.
You had to wait for it to go back?
Yes, you stick your finger and you go like that. You take your finger out. What else would you do? Oh, you thought you put it back yourself? No, it just goes by itself.
You would go, and then as soon as
and then it goes
have to wait. It would take forever to make a phone call.
It took forever to make a phone call, and then you had to answer it because if you were on the other end, because otherwise you didn't know who it was or anything like that.
Yeah, I was still the generation where we did have landlines, and when you called your friends, you had to be like, "Hi, Mr. Kwong," and then you'd have to be like, "I'm calling for Jocelyn," and then you would have to do small talk. But this generation now, I don't even know what they're called. They don't have to do that. But maybe that should be a lesson in life skills.
Yeah, that is a problem. They don't have to talk to anyone but the person they're calling.
No, and even now for like appointments.
Well, they don't call anyway.
Well, no, sometimes you do have to call for an appointment, and I have to go. Well, I have to go through a script with my mom, and I say, okay, I have to ask for this, this, and this. But luckily, we have ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude who can help with that. But no, you have to practice those things because sometimes you call and then you forget to ask a whole bunch of questions.
Oh, it's really hard for me too, even because I'm anxious.
Well, yeah, and plus, what if you call the wrong place? It's a whole rigmarole. So that is why I appreciate my mom. Shout out to you for making all my appointments because I do not like making phone calls for that reason.
Our parents didn't do anything for us.
Well, that's what retired life is supposed to be for.
They birthed us and let us free to figure out. I learned how to tie my shoes by reading a book in kindergarten, but that's because I was an early reader. Well, in my family, it was more important to read than tie your shoes.
I still don't like tying shoes. That's why all of my shoes are slip-ons.
And those running shoes that we didn't have, unless you were going to wear penny loafers like a nerd, you had to have shoes that tied. There was no Velcro. There was no. You didn't have.
What about Vans? You're slipping Vans.
We didn't have Vans when we were in first grade.
There had to be slipping shoes.
No, there just weren't.
You didn't have little Velcro shoes?
No, there was not Velcro. Velcro wasn't invented.
I don't believe that. Well, that will be a fact check for next week.
Yeah, let's have a poll. We're going to have a poll. We don't really know how to do that yet. We really don't know how to do much. As you probably know, by watching the 7 minutes of whatever.
They don't know it's the 7 minutes. Plus, I think we have to cut some of the things out.
They don't know it's 7 minutes. You're right, because they've all moved away or pushed the 2X button.
I feel like we talk fast enough that people, even if we did.
I don't care how fast they talk. I always push the 2X button.
You can't do that because then how do you understand them?
2 ways. 1, I have fast understanding. 2, the words that go across the closed caption.
So are we going to have closed caption on our podcast?
Yeah, it can do it by itself. You just tell YouTube to close caption it.
So then what if it gives like wrong words? Like what if I say Toru? How is it going to know how to spell that?
Let's say it, Toru.
Rest in peace.
Well, maybe if we pay.
As you can tell, this is going to be a podcast where we go into very random conversations.
But you see, all of you watching, the 2 or 3 of you that are watching, have answers already to some of these questions that are texting us right now, telling us the answers. And this is another way that we live our life, by wandering around, loudly talking about what we're wondering. And then, like that man was talking about the fish. I was like, who is fish?
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, fish, P-H-I-S-H. We don't know who they are. But it seems like maybe they're kind of like where everybody went when Jerry Garcia died, and she doesn't even know who that is. But
ice cream, Jerry Garcia.
But, and this man ahead of us in line was like, I've been wondering that my whole life. And he didn't seem that old. I mean, that young. So I don't know. Maybe perhaps fish has been around longer than I thought. But I think those of us who don't understand the Grateful Dead, but are old enough to remember them, don't understand it.
But we do both love tie-dye, so if you are a tie-dye company and would like us to wear any of your stuff, this is our solicitation for...
Well, also the other thing people do is, like, you ask them to send you things. Oh, we're at the library. We forgot to say that before. That was the library.
Shout out to the Alameda Free Library.
I don't know. We may get kicked out.
I don't think we're going to get kicked out.
I'm going to look back and see where... Oh, God, he's coming back. He's texting and coming back. But he did not look in here.
Oh, he did.
He just did right then.
Maybe they're wondering why we're having so much fun and how he can join. So she has headphones in.
We are at the Alameda Free Library. How do you know she has headphones in?
Because you could see her little AirPods. Yeah, because I do work at a middle school, and our kids try to be like, oh, I don't have AirPods in. It's like, really? Your ear's not working.
Okay, so she's a professional at that.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, I can hear people when I have my AirPods in.
Well, you know what?
So maybe I'll be coming from the library next time.
Yes, we didn't know where to record because it said we're supposed to be in a carpeted area, and if we went to my house, we would have Bob and Bert there. They will be featured more often on this podcast, and you also have Dizzy and Bella.
I don't like that I can't see you because the little record button is over your face.
Well, no one will be able to see that.
I know, but I can.
Okay, well, I'll scoot you closer. So yes, this is an adventure where you will learn with us. If you would like to be a guest speaker, we are taking those. And while we do not have a texting hotline yet, we do have an Instagram and an email address, which will all be linked on our YouTube account.
Wow, I like that. I like that.
Pause. As you can see, this podcast is an adventure, and it's because we are trying things so you don't have to.
Yeah.
One of the ways that we do agree is that we want to be more musically inclined. I am not whatsoever, but you were in the marching band growing up.
Well, I'm a woodwind player, and I'm trying to move into brass.
Yes, because as you can imagine, we love baseball. There is some downtime, so I come up with amazing ideas like this podcast. Mm-hmm. But another one was that I was going to learn the harmonica, and her dream was to learn the
trombone at that time. But I learned as I tried to. I had a trombone, but it's very heavy, and being an old woman, what am I called? Generation Jones. When you hold it with this hand, it's really heavy, and you have to hold your hand like that. And I have a little bit of wrist trouble, so I had to give it up.
But you went to the trumpet.
I did. Should I show? That's all I can do on the trumpet right now. Well, I have a mouthpiece that I do it into, not my fingers. But I do play the vuvuzela.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Sort of a vuvuzela icon.
Yes, you are. Because people look for us. What people at the Ballers crowd last night asked where we were, because we were obviously missed.
Oh, of course we were missed, because there's one other vuvuzela player, but I think he probably plays more when I'm not there.
He doesn't always bring it because it gets tiresome after a while.
Oh, it's like a job.
And then once, this is a horrifying story, Hal, the hot dog guy, if you know, you know, took, well, he did ask, used her vuvuzela. And I just thought that was like absolutely gross. You don't use someone else's vuvuzela.
Well, okay, first of all, of course, Alexis had disinfectant wipes in her bag, so that wasn't that big of a deal. And secondly, he was very good at it. Like, he played a whole song. All I can do is, I can have like 3 different tones, low, medium, and high.
Yeah, no, he played the Tyler Lozano song.
Oh, is that what he played?
Mm-hmm. We do miss you, Tyler Lozano, in case you're watching. But no, so I'm supposed to be practicing the harmonica 15 minutes a day.
It scares Bert.
Yeah, I tried last year. So Bert and Bob are 2 orange kittens that I got. Their birthday happened April 13th. So they're still little. So when I tried to practice, they freaked out. And so then I said, no more harmonica. But I haven't really tried again this year. But he's very sensitive.
You could do it while they're outside.
Oh, that is a good idea. I should try again. But yeah,
just recently started going out on the patio.
Yes, and I have, it's the deck. And so deck patio, and there's railings, and Bert's gotten a little husky, but we're not going to body shame anyone, but he did get stuck in the railings, and it was really funny.
It's good. It's a safety measure. He can't fall down.
Yeah, but Bob can, so, and knowing Bob, he would.
Bob won't die. Is there no trees or anything they can leap into?
No, they cut the squirrel tree, which they're very upset by. My mom can tell you all about that one, but then
she might be a guest sometime.
She's on our sneak peek, so we do have a bunch of sneak peeks that we recorded.
She's on our sneak peek.
Yeah, she was on sneak peek 3 when we went to the Ballers game when she was here for my birthday. And then we are going to post those to our Instagram eventually. We are going to post the raw version of this podcast. We don't know how to edit it. So if you do know someone who knows how to edit, or maybe they want to add something to their resume, we are taking all applicants for that.
If you want us on your resume, I'm questioning your.
Well, yeah, because then they could say like
choices.
That is terrible. Someone has to start somewhere. You need to practice.
Okay, well I do want someone to do it, but I also want to learn. And I do know how to edit on the phone. I do know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I can't believe I know something she doesn't know.
Well, I mean, I could try to figure it out, but I have my sourdough starter that I'm doing. We have all our running.
I would call it sourdough unstarter at this point.
First of all, Chat and I have been talking about it. This is day 13 that we're on. I have to buy whole wheat flour, apparently.
Why does it have to be whole wheat?
I don't know, because it's not rising. And so I did all-purpose flour, I did bread flour, and then they said maybe try the whole wheat flour to give it some oomph.
They're making that up. That's not a real thing. If bread flour isn't going to work, that's the flour that is made for bread.
I don't know. It says it needs to eat more something or others. But if you have a sourdough starter and would like to lend me some, that would be great.
Where did you get it in the first place?
I started it myself.
How do you start starter?
You put water and flour together. Yeah. You mix it. You have to leave it in a warm area, and then you have to discard every day. It's a whole process. And then because
I thought you had to put like something in there, like what makes it sour.
That's what happens. Is that the good bacteria is eating the bad bacteria, which is what helps it rise.
You put sugar.
No. It's just bread. It's just flour and water.
No yeast.
No yeast because you're making an active yeast.
So flour,
because it's fermenting.
Sure, that doesn't sound right.
That's how
her kitchen isn't warm enough.
No, so I had to use the little ice maker and have the fan blow it.
This is unbelievable. There is no one else who's using their ice maker to heat up their kitchen to make their sourdough starter work. I would bet $10 that there's not one more person in the United States, in the world, like I'm saying. The people at the Ballers game are hyperbolic. They say, for example, that Scrappy, the rally possum, is the best mascot in the world. I think that's the best possum in the world. Now, okay, that's a low bar perhaps, but are there even possums on every continent? There's the question of the week.
Oh, I don't know. That is a good question.
I'm sure there's no possums on Antarctica, but on the other 6 continents.
Well, I was wondering about Australia because it's a marsupial, isn't it?
No, I think in Australia actually is where it's called the possum. And here, he's technically an opossum. Oh. There was a whole little segment on that one time, which I couldn't hear all of. But they say when they show the little, the
wildlife rescue, that is so cute.
We could link them too. So you could give money to the rescue of the possum. Because I know someone out there cares about that.
They are really cute. They eat ticks.
They're kind of cute and kind of horrifying.
That's just because you're afraid of them.
I killed one.
No, well, okay. Disclaimer. So we have to put a suit. This is what's the thing?
So I have to say unalive. Oh, yeah. Trigger warning. Yeah,
trigger warning.
I didn't kill it. That was hyperbole. I also tend to be hyperbolic, but it came in my house and it scared me. And I was having a yard sale that weekend, and it came in the garage, and I had to unpack the whole garage while being afraid of this possum. Number one, okay, but I thought that he or she was gone. And then, so I was selling sodas at the sale, so I had a big old, thing full of water.
Cooler.
Well, it was a tub, not a cooler. Full of water. And he came out.
And
I think it was a boy, because I won't be mean. Yeah, and then I think maybe he got thirsty because he got into my, my snacks and my pork rinds and tried to drink water. And then I came out in the morning and he was dead, floating in my soda.
He was unalived.
I had to call my friend to come and throw him on the fence.
I think we're going to edit this part out, even though we don't know how to edit.
I used to live, now it's expensive four-story homes. But at that time, it was just old tanks. And so that was the end of that.
Not all of our side tangents will take this tragic, terrible turn, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, one other animal has been thrown over that fence.
Why are you still talking about that? Anyway, so yeah, she does have new homes where she lives, and I did look at them, but that didn't work out.
That's a lot of stairs.
It is. Like, it's one floor for, like, you just enter. The second floor is, like, your kitchen living room area. Then you have another floor for all the bedrooms, and then another floor for your rooftop deck, which she hasn't become friends with anyone, so she can watch the fireworks.
Yeah. But, that's a sign.
Why?
The 4-story. Because where I live, everything now that's being built, so they want to build more of them, so they have a small footprint. So everything's 4 stories. And what's going to happen when all these people get old? Oops, sorry, I lost my phone thing. I'm disturbed about that. Very, very, very disturbed. They don't have elevators.
No, they don't. So maybe they'll get the cool, but you would have to get one at every level because, like, it's not like the stairs go
Well, you can
straight
install elevators. Nancy told me you can install elevators in your own house. Like, it's not that expensive. It's not that much more. I know. It's not like a real elevator. Like, it's not,
Yeah.
But, like, it's kind of the same kind of thing with the chair that you sit on and there's sort of a cage around it and that you can go up and down. And it's not that much more expensive than the thing that goes up and down the stairs.
That sounds absolutely horrifying. As someone who is afraid of heights, I would never do that because I feel like I would fall and die.
I want to do it.
Ugh, that's no, just all sorts of no. But speaking of size, I decided to take an adventure into Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Well, it was on our list.
I know, but it's already 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a 30-minute podcast.
Well, Facebook Marketplace. Go ahead.
So
it's kind of a long story.
I'll shorten it. I know how to shorten things. So I was given a lot of cross stitch and crafty items. So I joined a cross stitch de-stash group, thinking, oh, okay, it'll be easy. These people will just take my stuff. No, some of these people wanted a picture of the front, the back, the side, the whatever, and they only wanted two. And I was like, this is too much. So and then apparently you can't ask chat for how to write up the advertisement because you know it better.
Well, the thing is, she didn't give any, they just did whatever they wanted. Willy-nilly did whatever they wanted. She didn't tell them, like, are they supposed to DM her or whatever, and they had a lot of demands. And she just ignored them. Like, she didn't, like, tell them no or anything.
I didn't ignore them.
You did ignore that lady. That's why she got mad at you later.
I didn't ignore her. I told her someone else was going to take the whole lot versus just 1, 2, or 3. And
if you told her that, then she had no right to say that she was first.
Exactly what I'm saying. She was the one who only wanted a few.
Only if you'll take the whole lot. Like, you could have put that in your ad to ward that off. Not that she wouldn't have done it anyway because people don't care, as we all know.
Yeah, we don't read.
But at least they don't care or read. We don't know which it is. That we have a sign story about that because we do care and read about when he tried to make us take our sign down.
Oh yeah, we'll save that because that is a gem for another time.
Could be a whole episode, honestly.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Oakland Days. If you know the sign rules, then you should not be.
Nobody knows the sign rules but us.
We read all of the rules. That's what you're supposed to do. But anyway,
we don't always follow them. Reviews and lists are not allowed at Ballers Games. But,
okay,
it's like sometimes you can charm yourself into sidestepping the rules slightly by being a super fan that entertains others.
We are, and we wear matching clothes. We aren't matching today, which is kind of a first for us. We always match for baseball outings, even our running.
I just feel like we can't, we didn't need to set that up as an expectation because we only have, almost all our clothes that match are Ballers clothes. We're going to start buying new clothes.
No, we have running clothes that match because we have all the shirts, but you give your shirts away.
Yeah, plus, I don't know. I don't like t-shirts as much as you do.
I love t-shirts. I'm in my t-shirt era.
I know, because you're young.
But yes, and then we always want to end our segment on I love to ask her random questions.
Oh, God.
It's helpful because then, as you all know, everybody always has to do those silly, getting to know you.
She's a principal and she runs, what do you call them? Staff development and all that stuff. I am a retired teacher. She didn't pick up on that yet. And
so we have a question for you this week. Okay, and feel free to put your answers in the comments below. But if you were a kitchen utensil, what would you be and why?
I am not changing my answer from my answer when she told me the other day.
You're not supposed to tell people that I gave you the previous question.
But the point is that my answer was correct. I was just trying to be funny, but it actually is correct. I want to be a whisk. Not a whisk in Alexis's house, because apparently she breaks them by overuse. That's probably the sourdough starter's probably afraid.
No, you can't use a whisk for sourdough.
Yeah, but it knows how you are, and it's like, Jesus, if I get sour, I'm going to be whisked to death.
She has a special spot for whisks. I know. What is with you? Like, you're feeling very morbid right now.
No, it is the library.
You love the library.
I love the library. That is true. The library is top 10 places to be. Top 5. Sorry, library. Top 5 places to be. It's a little weird to be in the study room of the library.
Especially when that security guard walked past us.
No, but that was kind of fun to be able to see. We hope some of you may live close enough to Alameda to become part of our fan group that can stand behind us in the library if they don't kick us out. And you could hold up signs, or you could sigh. You could do both those things. What was I supposed to talk about? Oh, a whisk. So yeah, okay. The whisk is the most fun.
How?
All the other things, spoons, whatever, because it makes whipped cream. For example, it makes yummy.
I know you do not make whipped cream by hand with a whisk.
I have a whisk attachment to my electric mixer, and I have made it. Yes, I have.
That's the normal attachment.
No. It's a whisk attachment. It's one, not two, and it comes out just like a whisk. I'm not talking about the whisks that
the normal beaters that are.
They're not normal beaters. It's a whisk. I got on QVC, Alexis. It has 3 attachments and came in many colors, and I bought it because of the whisk attachment. Because when I was really doing keto, I was eating a lot of whipped cream.
I don't think I remember that part.
I whisk my my jello yogurt.
Yes, another portion of Signs and Sighs will be our health tips of the week, because you'll come to find out that we do a lot of not running. We do jeffing.
We do.
We'll give you more information on that at a later time, but I said if I was a kitchen utensil, I would be the noodle fork spoon, because I do eat a lot of pasta, but I apparently need to stop eating so many carbs. And I'm not buying any carbs this summer, but I'm making...
Except for the wheat.
Oh. Does that count?
Well, not if it doesn't work.
I didn't even think of that. If I buy...
So if you make it yourself, it doesn't count.
That's what I was trying to say. That was going to be my workaround.
Yeah, it's okay.
Because I love carbs right now, which they don't always love me. But we've made it to a good time, in our opinion. We are going to upload this on YouTube, which if you're watching it from YouTube, sorry for that information. We do have a lot of ideas coming up. Just as a teaser, we are going to be working the MLB All-Star in Philadelphia.
We'll have a lot of good stories from that.
Yes, we do get ourselves in a couple of pickles, conundrums, and people just talk to us randomly. Again, why we started this podcaster.
Don't forget to tell them to like, follow, and comment.
I don't know our handles, but we'll somehow figure out, well, you'll figure it out since you want to learn how to do it, how to edit that and put that on the screen below.
Oh, I can do that. No, you don't have to put it on the screen. You just put it like you say, look down there.
Oh, but some people have it like as a little caption bubble thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, maybe.
And we are working on different closing lines, like Signs and Sighs, stories that make you wise, which I don't think we really taught anyone anything this week, but okay.
Yes, we did. We taught them about boomers and Generation Jones and how to dial a phone. I went to a whole seminar about that one time when I first became a substitute teacher, but that's, again, a story for another day.
Anyway, we're signing and signing off.
Sign off.
See you next time. I didn't know if you were going to remember.
I wouldn't know.
Bye. It's still counting.